The NAV-X distribution solution includes robust functionality supporting distributors' requirements for everything from financials with general ledger through inventory management and distribution and forecasting replenishment, EDI, order processing, CRM, customer relationship management and contact management, profitability analysis and trade spending, pricing and promotional management, commission processing, reporting and analysis, shipping and receiving, integrated barcode directed picking and receiving, and put away, warehouse functionality, purchasing, and replenishment. Some of the features you're going to see in this first look presentation include capabilities that support EDI, including automated shipping notices, bills of lading, and 3PLs, chargeback processing, commission processing, containerization, credit management, national accounts cash receipts and credit application across multiple sell-tos, trade spending and promotional management for deductions, warehouse management functionality, barcode validation for receiving and shipping, a shipping carrier interface that's fully integrated with UPS, FedEx, U.S. Postal Service, and many LTL carriers. Searching capabilities that allow searching of not only the data within the database, but also the menu functionality. Editing in Excel, taking a list of customers or items and simply processing edits on those transactions or the master data in an Excel spreadsheet and writing those changes back to the database. And document automation. Let's take a first look. When looking at a role center, you can see several portions of the front end or role center interface. We can see that a user has personalized navigation options with specific functions. In this example, we are logged in as an order processor. You can see the activities that are important to someone in customer service, like creating new sales quotes with one button or creating new orders, navigating existing transactions, processing new sales returns, new sales credit memos, and looking at orders that are ready to ship, orders that are waiting to be released, return orders that might be in process. I can see a list of the customers that are important to me, a list of items that I need to pay attention to, and any notifications or alerts that require my specific attention. I can see my Outlook available directly on my role center. I can see actions that I commonly use. I can see the reports that I most frequently run. And I can personalize or customize any elements of this, adjusting what's seen, collapsing or expanding the data based on what I require from a working perspective. Maybe there's a feature I want to access that I don't see readily on the screen. Maybe I want to go into bills of lading. I can simply type in a search phrase and the system will find all relevant elements within the system, from looking for specific posted historical bills of lading, bills of materials. If I go ahead and say, bring me into bills of lading, it brings me directly to the list where I can call up those specific transactions or documents. I also have the ability to go in and navigate through traditional menus for accessing my full financial suite, sales and marketing. Let's take a look at a list of customers. When reviewing this list, I have the capability of, by moving up and down, to adjust what is displayed in what we call fact boxes. So if I want to see the customer's balances, or I want to see their outstanding orders, with a single click, the system will adjust to view a different customer's type of information. I can see all of the posted shipments that have gone out to a specific customer. I can see comments or notes that have been recorded in the system. If I want to go ahead and look at actual documents that have been conveyed, information that's been emailed, I can simply click on the document links function and it will show me all of the relevant documents that have been exchanged. I can see here an email that went out and then a response from that customer, all attached to a single dialogue link. When clicking on the push pin will take me directly to the actual email that went out in the system, and I can see that precise document without saving things on an Exchange server or keeping large archives of backups and papers. All of the data is accessible directly within the system. Besides looking at lists in this format, I have the capability of using visualization tools built into the product. In this example, we'll take a look at the customer list as a Treemap Analysis or a heat map view. As you can see, by looking at the screen, I have 4 customers that represent the majority of all business that I conduct within my company. I can see their sales, I can see their profitability. If I move the sliders showing size based on profit, and we slide this down, and I slide it even further, you'll see that I start to see other customers, and now I can see here are all of my customers that I don't do much business with. And as I continue to scroll this, if I bring it back up, maybe I'm only interested in looking at my top 4 customers to see their profitability. I can go ahead and click on any of these, and it will bring up that individual customer master record. When analyzing data, if I'm looking at a field that is illustrated, I can click and drill down, and all of the balances that are presented, quantities on hand, item availability by week, by month, by period, all of those balances are built in real time. And I have the ability to navigate the system to go through and look and say, what was that specific invoice? For example, invoice 103418 was $2,031. I wonder what they bought. I have the ability to go ahead and simply click the navigate button, which will show me all related transactions. I can see the journal entries. I can see the line items that were created. I can even see documents that might have been attached to that specific transaction. If I can see the commission ledger entries. Let's take a look at the invoice. And with a simple click of show, the system will bring up that actual invoice document. I can go ahead and expand the Lines Fast tab to see all of the line items on one screen. In the event that I have multiple line items, maybe I have 100 line items on an order, I have the ability with a high resolution screen to see all of that data on a single screen and to scroll across and see the items they purchased and the prices that we charged them. I can go ahead at any time and send that document as a PDF. In this example, do I want to submit a report notification? Clicking yes will not only send the document, but it will create a link and attach a PDF version of that specific document. I can also choose to print, and any of the reports that I choose to print, I can print to a printer, I can print to a fax device, or I can simply create a PDF version directly from the main screen. Creating a PDF version will allow me to send that document or open it up and review it, expanding and looking at the actual details as it would be presented directly to my customer. On any specific transactional document, we have the ability to drill down and see what happened with those transactions. We have the ability to see what currency that transaction was processed in. I also have national account capabilities. If we scroll down toward the end of my customer list, you'll notice a series of customers that have a related national account. These accounts that have been created for a fictitious customer, Walmart, have the same national account number link. What does that mean? Well, it means that each individual bill to customer, 285, 286, 287, have the ability to have separate credit limits, separate salespeople relationships, separate terms, separate agings, separate statements from collections perspective. But when the payment arrives from 50284, all deductions, all credit memos, and all cash, as well as all invoices, are available on one payment application screen. This feature is referred to as National Accounts functionality. If I simply exit out of the solution and go to my desktop, when working within NAV-X distribution, the solution provides me with the capability of using something called a gadget. And in this example, the gadget created is a search gadget for searching the actual data within the database. If I was to search, for example, for the value 123, or a customer's contact name, or a PO number, or whatever it happens to be, you'll notice that the system goes through a search engine and searches my entire database to find the relevant data elements that match whatever I've keyed into the search field. So you can see it found a contact that has 123 in their contact number. It found a customer with 123 in their customer ID. It found a GL account. It found some sales invoices. Well, why did it find this sales invoice for J. King's Food Service, 103241? That doesn't look like a good match. Well, let's take a look. With a single click, my solution will access the database and bring up the relevant record. Now remember, we're looking for 123. And as you can see, the system is finding the customer's PO number, PO012334, giving me the capability to search my database not only by menu features for functions, reports, screens, but also to be able to search the solution in terms of data access. For many distributors, container tracking is a very important element of operating. If we call up any individual purchase order and look at my purchase planning tab and call up an individual purchase order, you'll see that when accessing that PO, line by line, I may see data where I scroll. I'm on a purchase order, and on my lines, if I scroll to the right, you'll see that I have fields for vessel and container. If this line or this purchase order was married to a vessel, I could call up that list and see the individual vessel information. If we look at that vessel and we call up that vessel as a vessel card, I'll see all of the details relating to that vessel. I'll see the information relating to the voyage, the origin, the destination, the port of entry, perhaps bills of lading number, if documents have been serviced, if the visa's been cleared, all of the details. And down on the lines, I can see the individual containers. Each container's ID will show me how many purchase lines have been married to that, if they are still outstanding or if they've been received. Have I put the product away yet, or is it still being cleared through customs? And as I scroll across, I can see the outstanding purchase in each, in cartons, net weight, gross weight, volume. I have the ability to see for each one of these all of the individual line items in each individual container. I can see purchase order lines, I can see transfer order lines, and I can even see the details relating to the shipping address. I can also reopen all purchase orders on a voyage if we need to make some mass change, like changing an expected receipt date because of bad weather. I can link this information to the broker, to the carrier, and even record data associated with override, estimated time of arrival, and liquidation information. These are just a few of the very powerful features of the NAV-X distribution suite. Thank you and have a great day.